The Department of Homeland Security claims that someone is in custody after shots were fired near Border Patrol agents over the weekend. But the department is withholding many key facts and spinning this into propaganda for the Trump administration.
You want to see what real independent journalism funded by the people for the people looks like?
You ever heard a story like this in America?
You're looking at it.
Congratulations for always being somewhere where mainstream media is not.
Flint, Michigan.
See you in Nevada.
Thanks to people like you, we could get the truth. Corporate media, they've been lying to us for years, and you're going straight to the people.
You are the man. I'm glad you're here.
For as low as 16 cents a day, you'll keep us on the ground, covering the important stories the corporate media covers up.
The shooting happened on Saturday in Chicago's Little Village neighborhood. This is one of the neighborhoods that has been the hardest hit by Customs and Border Patrol and ICE agents who have been out patrolling the streets and occupying that city for the last 2 months. I was reporting on the ground in Little Village, and I was able to get cell phone video from some folks who were there where you can hear the gunshots ring out.
¡Córrele, córrele! Respect my neighborhood. Respect the beard? No, he doesn't have them. You have no warrant. You have no warrant. You don't need a warrant. Yeah, you see how stupid you are? You're talking shit. Hey, she ain't doing anything. Hey, she's not doing anything. Hey, what the fuck is your problem? She's not doing anything. Hey, give her the key. Hey, let them fucking go. Let them fucking go. You blocked yourself in. How the fuck is she supposed to move? Hey, what the fuck is your problem?
So in that video, not only can you hear the shooting, but you also see everything that led up to those gunshots being fired. The way that the Department of Homeland Security agents were ripping a woman out of her car, chasing people down the street. This is common scenes in Chicago these days. And people I have been talking to on the ground there in Chicago have been telling me how worried they are that these high pressure tactics from the Department of Homeland Security might lead to somebody shooting at agents. So this is what the Department of Homeland Security posted on X on Monday. They say, quote, "A criminal illegal alien from Mexico has been arrested in relation to Saturday's shooting targeting Border Patrol agents in Chicago. The suspect has previously been convicted for aggravated unlawful use of a weapon/vehicle, felony possession of a weapon, and illegal entry. He is currently marked as a violator of the Lake and Riley Act pending charges related to assaulting officers. This incident is not isolated and reflects a growing and dangerous trend of violence and obstruction. Over the past 2 months, we've seen an increase in assaults and obstruction targeting federal law enforcement during operations. These confrontations highlight the dangers our agents face daily and the escalating aggression towards law enforcement." So let's just think about all of the information that we are missing here. We don't have this person's name. We don't say where they were arrested. There's no evidence provided that links them to the shooting. Some of that could come out if this person is eventually charged. But until then, we're just supposed to take the government's word for it and they are using it to immediately spin propaganda, saying this incident is not isolated and reflects a growing and dangerous trend of violence and obstruction. Violence and obstruction is key language here, because the Trump administration has been looking for an excuse to put troops on the streets in Chicago and in cities across the country. And Border Patrol Commander Greg Bavino, who has been leading a lot of the Trump administration's immigration crackdown in Chicago, went on Fox News and implied that there might be even more people involved in this case that could be arrested. But in all of these cases, the Department of Homeland Security not giving any identifying information or anything that can be confirmed about who these people are or if an arrest has been made. And that is in keeping with what we have seen over the last several months in Chicago, especially from Greg Bavino, where you will see the Department of Homeland Security or the commander there in Chicago say that they have arrested some hardened criminal, but not give any identifying information about who that person is, or really any details at all that would allow journalists or activists or anyone to follow up on this claimed arrest to find out if the story that the federal government is telling is true. I don't doubt that gunshots were fired near federal agents. You heard the video. And given how high tensions are in Chicago, I don't even necessarily doubt that those shots may have been fired in the direction of Border Patrol agents. I am willing to give the benefit of the doubt to the federal government if it is willing to then release more information about not only this shooting, but other cases of immigration arrests in Chicago and in places across the country, so that we can verify what our government is telling us is true. Repeated lies and exaggerations don't foster a whole lot of goodwill. When this shooting first happened, I was asking people there in Chicago about if they trusted the federal government story, and a lot of people were ready to just say out of hand that federal agents must not have been shot at because they were claiming that they were. Just the fact that they are even saying anything must mean that it is a lie. That's the level of trust that has been fostered between the people of Chicago and federal agents who the Trump administration say are there in the city to protect the citizens of that city. And by the way, when I'm calling the federal government liars or saying that they lied or that Greg Bavino has lied, that's not me editorializing. That is the finding of federal judges in Chicago who have said that they cannot take what the federal government is saying at face value because the Department of Homeland Security has proven itself not to be a trustworthy actor. And Greg Bavino himself, specifically in one court case, even admitted that he was not telling the truth about how he had used force in some Chicago neighborhoods, deploying tear gas and the like. But the lies and the pain that is being inflicted is the point in all of this. Destabilizing these places is the point, because the Trump administration is currently looking for justifications to send in troops, not only to Chicago, but cities across the country. If you support the work that we do, go to statuscoup.com/join. $5 a month goes to support my reporting trips down to Chicago, keeping myself there, John, our cameraman, and helping support our entire team here at Status Coup. We're small, but we're able to punch way above our weight thanks to your support. And we don't have to take any advertising dollars or be beholden to any corporate interests.